What's up, guys? So I got a project coming up that's going to require a lot of out-of-position welding inside of a vehicle, and I've never been a big fan of using the foot controller between my knees, especially when I'm all contorted inside of a car. So I did some research and found a website called TigControl.com, and they produce a product called the TigButton. So what it is, it's just like a foot controller, except it mounts to your torch, and then you use the tip of your finger to range through the amps that you have your machine set to. So I sent the owner an email. His name is Dave. Very nice guy, very helpful. We went back and forth a bit. I told him that I had an HTP 221, and he told me he had a TIG button for it, and he said he could send it out whenever I was ready. So I decided to buy it, and several days later it showed up. And so it was pretty quick and smooth and painless process. Another neat thing with the company is if you have a machine that they don't currently support, just go ahead and try reaching out to them and see what they can do for you, because they still might be able to make a TIG button that'll work for you. So for the rest of this video, what we're going to do is unbox this. I'm going to go through what's in it, and we're going to get it all attached and mounted to my machine and my torch, and then we're going to test it out and see how well it works, and we'll watch the amps range through for whatever I have it set to. So let's get to it. All right, so in the box, just put it here. This is the kit you get. So I'll zoom in on it a little bit. So that's the kit you get, and it comes with everything you need. You get your control box, power adapter for it. Here's the actual button that you're gonna attach to your TIG torch, and it's extremely hard, but it's supposed to sense how hard you're pushing to do that full range that you set your welder to. So if you have 100 amps set on the welder, you can range that with your finger from 0 all the way to 100. Comes with cable ties, so I'll mount it. And then here's the connector that's going to work for my welder. And then 25 feet, and you can ask them for more, it's special ordered, but 25 feet is standard for the line going to the torch from the control box. And then instructions and mounting hardware. Cool. All right, let's get to installing it. All right, just wanted to show you guys this here. So I got the torch down here. That's where I want to have the button. And some guys will actually electrical tape this in place, but I want the option to be able to shift it around if needed. And I've got enough slack in here that I'll be able to do that. And plus it'll rotate in here. With my sleeve protector, I have to put a wire tie here so it won't slide down off the torch. There's actually a little, probably see it just a little bit right there, catches the end here so it can't go past it, and then it just zips. And then down here is your connector. They're tough, but I would also say just be careful with them. Once you get it in place, leave it. They can be taken apart. There's a little button, typical connector that you press and they come apart. So this wire is going to get laid the rest of the way down through there, and this guy will just sit in here. So I'll get that done now. All right, got the control box hooked up, everything's plugged in, it's powered on. As soon as you plug it in, the box is on. I'm probably gonna end up putting that on some sort of switch so it's not always powered on. What you're seeing here is an LED light that's flashing every 4 seconds, and it's green. That just means it's ready to go. If I press the TIG button down, you'll see it go to solid blue, and that just means that the welder has been enabled, so it's starting to weld. Once you see it go red, that means it's commanding the welder to be at its max amperage. So just have a look here. I'm going to press the button, barely touch it at all, and it goes blue, and I'm press it a little bit more and it's not much and it goes red. So let me bring the actual torch down here so you can see this. All right, so got the button here. I'm barely gonna press it, you'll see it go blue. All right, hardly any effort at all, and then a little more effort and it goes red. So like long welds, your finger might get a little fatigued, but usually you're taking a break here and there anyway. So you let off and it goes back to being ready. So it's very sensitive. So, all right, cool. Let's get to welding. All right, I got my welder on, set it to 40 amps. What I'm gonna do is press the button down here, and I'm pressing as hard as I can, and we're just making it to 38, just shy of 40. I'm gonna start lightening the load on the button here and see how far down I can take it. Almost a 10, a little bit more. There's 5. All right, let's press it back down all as hard as I can, back up to 38. And as you can see, it's ranging pretty good. Yeah. All right, and there it is, terminate it. It's doing the post flow and then sets it back to ready to go. Let's raise it up to 60 amps. And let's see what happens here. All right, pressing the button down. There's 59, 58, hovering just under 60. And then ranging it back down. Very sensitive. Hit 10. Yeah, take a little practice to get used to. So let's terminate. There it is, post flow again, and it'll reset to 60. So far, I'm impressed. I got to get some time with the torch and practice. Should be good to go. All right, so there you have it. The TigButton from TigControl.com. These guys are great. The product works really well. I just got to get some practice with it. It's very sensitive, but I think, a little torch time and practice some welds with it, it will be a great addition to my tools and everything for future projects, and definitely welding out of position and not having to worry about just a binary like on off switch, which they work great and you can use them, no problem. This just gives you a little more flexibility when it comes to amperage control. So that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.